Hi everybody and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night in episode 164 of the live show. Hope you're all doing well and welcome along. We have got some comments already in the chat as always, so let's see who we've got watching along tonight. So I can see we've got Andy saying good evening all. Might be a 2-round special for me tonight. Needs to leave at 9, that's fine mate, appreciate you being here. Yes, I'm sure there will be a couple of good rounds, you'll see. Roy and maybe Deirdre as well saying good evening everybody, hope you're doing good. Sue and the Donuts as always saying good evening all. We've got Millie here saying good evening everyone. Catherine and Tony are here as well saying hope you're all okay. Yes, doing all right, thank you. I'm off work this week so I'm very chill, very chill. Geraldine's here saying hello and Jodie as well saying hi everybody in the chat. Fantastic. So we'll get onto our kids question to kick things off in just a moment, to give you some bonus points as always to start the show. We've then got the usual 3 quiz rounds and 2 game show rounds, countdown conundrums along the way as well. Lots to get through as always, and thank you for being here for it, however long you are. If you're watching along and it's not live right now, then please do still leave comments as we go. I always like to see those interactions. But for now, I think we can go straight into the kids' question. So give me just a moment and we will be with you for that. And Ruben's back for a question for you all. Are you doing good, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right then. So, we'll bring up this question. As always, you need to leave a guess in the comments for 2 bonus points. And you can use those bonus points to add on to your tally for any of the upcoming 3 quiz rounds. Let me know what your guesses are. Here's the question.
What is the name of this brand new co-op game? Is it A, Split Fiction? Oh, even I got it wrong.
Yes.
A, Split Faction.
Yep.
B, Split Friction. Or C, Split Fiction. I was reading it the other way round.
Yeah, I said they were tricky words.
I went from C to B to A.
It is a brand new game that we are enjoying playing at the minute. I think, you and Abby are playing it, and then your mum, Chrissy, and I are playing it. Very good fun, interesting co-op game, and yeah, we're having a lot of fun with it. But what is the name of this game? Bit of a clue there perhaps in the picture, but I can't imagine many people are going to get this one right, but it is an interesting one. If you know anybody that likes to play games together as opposed to sat in a room on your own, this is a perfect couch co-op game. It's great fun. So we thought we'd celebrate that. It's only literally just come out. So let's see how many of you can get the bonus points for this one.
All of them. They all make sense with the picture.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose so. But that's why I chose these words, because it's they're all very similar, but yet they are all very different at the same time.
Just a simple few letters can change a word entirely.
Exactly. Yeah. Right, okay, we've got some good guesses coming in, so let's have a look. We have got Sue saying A, Catherine and Tony are saying C, no idea of course, Geraldine is saying C, Jodie's saying B, Roy's saying C, Andy's saying C. Right, well, we'll see if any more guesses come in, but we are about to reveal that answer. You get 2 bonus points if you get this correct, and I think we're going to go with it now. Let's reveal the answer. You ready?
It is Split Fiction.
Yes, because both the characters you could play as either or are fiction writers, unpublished novelists.
The left of the screen is a sci-fi writer, and the one on the right is a fantasy writer, and you get to play different sides of the story.
Yeah, and you both play at the same time, helping each other through the levels. And you jump between the worlds that they've created. It's really interesting. There we go. So, who's got it right then? Who said C? So we've got... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hang on. Let me go back. That is who said C. Look. Let's go back to the comments.
On Catherine's account.
There we go. So we've got Catherine and Tony. We've got
Geraldine,
Yeah, and then scrolling down, we've got
Andy,
and
Roy.
and Roy. So you guys all get to have 2 bonus points for getting that question right. Excellent work. Yes, we're having a lot of fun with that one. All right, thanks for your help as always, matey.
Goodbye. Back to snacking on my chocolate chips.
He was
And
scoffing
a
them.
stick. Bye bye.
And yes, in the comments there, Catherine saying, woohoo, thank you, Roo. Yeah, he did good there. And so did you guys who said C. Very good, even if it was a complete lucky guess. It's always worth having a guess because you never know whether you got it right or not. So we've got 3 subjects down at the bottom again, as always. Sport and leisure is round 1, then potluck, and we've got 1-word movies. So that's quite fortunate, Andy, if you're not going to be here for round 3, because TV and film isn't your strong point. So you're going to miss out on a one about films that all have a 1-word movie title. But completely random, general knowledge about movies that have that in common. So don't worry, you're only going to really be missing out on the old game shows that we have at the end. And speaking of the general fun we have, I have, of course, as some of you may have seen already, been getting some extra promotional material to help me push what I do here at venues and wherever I go in the area. And you may have seen these already, but if not, got these really cool business card type things with a little QR code on. You scan that, and it takes you to the link I bang on about all the time that's in the description of the video. So I've got a bunch of those to give away as and when I go to different places. And I'm doing a charity quiz night soon locally for the school my son goes to, school Ruben goes to, who you know. And I've also got flyers now. Flyers, look at that! With the pictures that I share of the show. And the same QR code there at the bottom. And that's Canva. I say like it's sponsorship. It's definitely not. I had to pay full price for it, but I'm so impressed. So impressed with the quality. So yeah, I'm gonna have some fun handing those out at future gigs. Now, with that said, let's crack on. It is time for the sport and leisure round, everybody. 15 questions. Do not guess anymore in the comments. Let me know what your score is at the end when we run through the answers. There is a countdown conundrum as always, and the countdown conundrum for this round looks like this. No pressure. I showed Chrissy the countdown conundrums in the build-up to tonight's show, and she's pretty good at them, in fairness, these things. But she got them all 3 within seconds. So, no, all I'm saying is no pressure. They're much easier, though, tonight, in fairness, than they were last time. Gosh, there were some very tricky ones last week. Right, question number 1, then, in our sport and leisure round. Jeff Capes specialised in which Olympic throwing event? Question 1. Jeff Capes specialised in which Olympic throwing event? For 1 point. Question 2. In which children's game could you find a wishbone, a broken heart, and spare ribs? In which children's game could you find a wishbone, broken heart, and spare ribs? It's a tabletop physical board game, okay? Not a video game. In which children's game could you find a wishbone, a broken heart, and spare ribs? All right, question number 3. Which rugby union sides are Sharks, Falcons, and Chiefs? Which rugby union sides are Sharks, Falcons, and Chiefs? Question 4. Now, question number 4. What was the name of the major who was caught cheating on the UK series of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What was the name of the major who was caught cheating on the UK series of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question 5 now. This is classic pub quiz knowledge, if you know this one. Comes up many times in these quizzes. What is the name of the man who has been found murdered at the beginning of each game of Cluedo? What is the name of the man who has been found murdered at the beginning of each game of Cluedo? It is different in the American version called Clue to what we have in the UK. It's a different name. I'll give you a point for either, but I'm only asking for the one. Really, I'm talking about the UK version. But if you do know the other one, fair enough. 1 point for either of those, I'll be fair. The name of the man who has been found murdered at the beginning of each game of Cluedo. Okay. Question 6. Question number 6. Which commentator famously said, "They think it's all over. It is now"? Which commentator famously said, "They think it's all over. It is now"? Question number 7 now. For 2 points, which two football teams met in the 2024 Champions League final? Which two football teams met in the Champions League final? That'll be 1 point for each team. Right. Question number 8. What colour is the United Kingdom in the traditional version of Risk? What colour is the United Kingdom in the traditional version of Risk? Question number 9. In which game can you score 1 for his knob? In which game could you score 1 for his knob? Okay, the next question. Question number 10. Which darts players have the nicknames Jackpot, the Viking, and the Nuke? You need the first name and the surname. Which darts players have the nicknames Jackpot, the Viking, and the Nuke? For 3 points. Question 11. Remember, you will get some thinking time at the end. I can always repeat questions as well. If I go through it too quickly, you can just let me know and I'll repeat questions when we get to the end if you need them. Question 11. Which geometric plastic drawing toy produces mathematical curves of the variety technically known as hypertrochoids and epitrochoids? Question 11 again. Which geometric plastic drawing toy produces mathematical curves of the variety technically known as hypotrochoids, and epitrochoids? It's 1 point question, one drawing toy. I'm sure if you knew the answer, you got it when I said plastic drawing toy. Geometric plastic drawing toy, you would have immediately known what I meant. Question number 12. Which boxer famously said, "You know what I mean, Harry"? Which boxer famously said, "You know what I mean, Harry"? Question number 13 now. This is for 2 points. Muhammad Ali was born in which town in which American state? Muhammad Ali was born in which town in which American state? 1 point for each. Right. Question 14 now. This is for 3 points. Who were the last three holders, including the current one, of the men's 100 meters world record? So, including the current one, who were the last three holders of the men's 100 meters world record? Now, if you really know about your sprinting, or sprinters, I urge caution with this question, because two of the previous people in the top three have had their records rescinded. I'm not going to say when or give anything else away, but just bear in mind that if you really know your sprinters, you might find something that you think to be true may not actually be anymore, because at some point over the last X amount of years, certain records were rescinded. Controversy in sprinting, who'd have thought? So, including the current one, the last three holders of the men's 100 meters world record. All right, question number 15 then. Name the 4 stations that you can buy on a standard UK Monopoly board. Name the 4 stations you can buy on a standard UK Monopoly board. Again, that's 1 point for each. That's the end of the round. So, I just seen Andy's comments there. Grateful for the bonus points there, Andy. Thank you. Yeah, great guess in there. Right, so let me know now if you have any questions you'd like repeated. Please do drop that in the comments now. I'll gladly do those for you. And then you get a little bit more thinking time as well. So, yes, let's see how you get on with this one. I'll go through the answers, and of course I'll do the countdown conundrum answer, but we reveal that at the end of the 15 questions being revealed first. When we get into game shows later on, then we will be doing Family Fortunes, and we'll then be doing Catchphrase tonight. We tend to alternate Catchphrase and Tenable. So last week we did Tenable. Got 3 catchphrases for you lined up tonight. Not seeing any requests come in for repeats, so I'm about to go through the answers. Every time I say that, that's when they normally pop up. So we shall see. Let's just have a look. No. All right, okay. Let's go through the answers then for this round. So question number 1. Jeff Capes specialised in which summer Olympic throwing event? It was the shot put. Question 2. In which children's game could you find a wishbone, a broken heart and spare ribs? That was in Operation. Question 3. Which rugby union sides are Sharks, Falcons and Chiefs? It is Sale Sharks, Newcastle Falcons and Exeter Chiefs. Question 4. What was the name of the major who was caught cheating on the UK series of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? He was Major Charles Ingram. Question 5. The name of the man that's been found murdered at the beginning of each game of Cluedo is Dr. Black. Question 6. The commentator that famously said they think it's all over, it is now. It was, of course, Kenneth Wolstenholme from the 1966 England winning World Cup final in men's football. Question 7. Which 2 football teams met in the 2024 Champions League final? It was Real Madrid for 1 point and Borussia Dortmund for the 2nd point. Question 8. What colour is the United Kingdom in the traditional version of Risk? That is blue. Question 9. In which game could you score 1 for his knob? That is cribbage. Question 10. Which darts players have the nicknames Jackpot, the Viking and the Nuke? It's Adrian Lewis, Andy Fordham and Luke Littler. Adrian Jackpot Lewis, Andy the Viking Fordham, and Luke the Nuke Littler. Question 11. The geometric plastic drawing toy was, of course, Spirograph. Question 12. Which boxer famously said, "You know what I mean, Harry"? It was Frank Bruno. And still on boxing, question 13. Muhammad Ali was born in which town, in which American state? Well, he was known as the Louisville Lip because he was from Louisville in Kentucky. And obviously he liked to talk, hence Louisville Lip. So 1 point for Louisville, 1 point for Kentucky for that one. Question 14. The last three holders of the men's 100-meter world record. Usain Bolt is the current record holder. Asafa Powell was before that, and obviously slightly slower as a result. And the next one down is Maurice Green. If you said Justin Gatlin or Tim Montgomery, they were the two that had their records rescinded, so aren't officially in that top three anymore. So Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, and Maurice Green for 3 points again. And for 4 points, name the 4 stations you can buy on a standard UK Monopoly board. They are King's Cross, Fenchurch Street, Marylebone, and Liverpool Street. Here we go with the answer for the Countdown Conundrum tonight. The first one is travelling. 2 points if you got that right. 2 points for the Countdown Conundrum. There'll be another one in the next round and another in the third round. With that said, tally up your scores and let me know how well you did. And then once we've seen that, we can move on to round 2 tonight, which is our potluck round. So that's just a straight up general knowledge round. Any subject goes in those rounds, and we go through the cycle again. Okay, all ready to go. Let me just check my other screen, make sure I'm not missing anything. Thank you for all the usual likes on the video. Always nice to see that come up. Much appreciated. That also helps with the algorithm and boosting people's videos when people engage with them. So very much appreciate every time you do that on each of my videos. Jodie's got 7 plus the 2 points. Sue for the conundrum. Donuts have got 20 points. They got the conundrum as well. 13 plus the 2 from Rue, 15 from us. Well done, Catherine, Tony. Andy's got 15 plus 2 for the conundrum, plus 2 from Rue, 19. Yeah, you may as well use that if you can't stick around. Better off using it now. Good idea. 19 points, very good. Geraldine's got 11 plus 2 plus 2. She got the conundrum as well. Excellent work, boosting up those scores there. Keep those coming in. We're going over to the potluck round now. Roy says 21 plus 2 for Ruben's question and 2 for the conundrum. 25 total. Another very good score. Right, so we go over to potluck round. Well done on that one, everybody. More comments. Keep them coming in for your scores. If you haven't put yours in yet, don't be shy. But round number 2 starts now as well. So 15 more questions. Potluck is the subject for this one. Your countdown conundrum looks like this. Again, I'd be interested to see how many of you, I always am interested to see how many of you get the conundrums right, in addition to the questions that we're going through. So here we go again then. Question number 1 in potluck. Which term derived from a food was used to describe the thick fogs that used to occur in London? Which term derived from a food was used to describe the thick fogs that used to occur in London? Okay, question number 2. What are sag, aloo, and gobi on an Indian curry house menu? What are sag, aloo, gobi on an Indian curry house menu? That's for 3 points. They are 3 different vegetables. I will say that much. I'm sure many of you have had them before, or at least 1 or 2 of those anyway. So 3 points for that one. Sag, Alu, and Gobi. Question 3 now. What do the business acronyms TLDR, OOO, and NRN stand for? I'm going to pop them in the chat so you can see what they look like as well. There we go. Should be coming up any minute now. What do the business acronyms TLDR, OOO, and NRN stand for? If you get one acronym correct, you get 1 point. So that means this is a 3-point question. I must say, even though although I work from home, it's obviously an office job. I've used the first two. I have never used the third one, but it is a thing. I've heard it before. I've never heard or seen anyone use it wherever I've worked. But interesting to see if you can work out what that one is. Next question then. Question 4. Who makes every flavour beans? Who makes every flavour beans? All right, question 5 is a spelling test for you. Spell the word pneumonia correctly, please. Spell the word pneumonia. Question number 6. Which artist worked out of the factory in New York City? Which artist worked out of the factory in New York City? Question 7 now. We touched on this subject in the last round, but it's back again for this one. Question 7. Which properties are either side of go to jail on a UK Monopoly board? Which properties are either side of go to jail on a UK Monopoly board? These are actual properties you could put houses or hotels on, so not any of the others that you could buy. Which properties are either side of go to jail on a UK Monopoly board? A standard UK Monopoly board. Okay, question number 8. The Boeing AH-64 helicopter is named after which Native Americans? The Boeing AH-64 helicopter is named after which Native Americans? Question number 9 for 3 points. What does the acronym LSD stand for in the motoring world? What does the acronym LSD stand for in the motoring world? That's 1 point for each correct word again. For this next question, you might remember 2 weeks ago, three weeks ago maybe, if you were watching then, I mentioned the possibility of doing a supermarket sweep inspired question round in some shape or form. We ended up making it a handout round for the pub quizzes. But here is one of those questions. So question 10, which fictional character would have the following shopping list? Vodka, dry vermouth, olives, and a cocktail shaker. Which fictional character would have the following shopping list? Vodka, dry vermouth, olives, and a cocktail shaker. For 1 point, name that fictional character. Okay, the next question is question 11. Which Indian city is home to the Bollywood film industry? Which Indian city is home to the Bollywood film industry? Okay, your next question then, question number 12. What names have been given to the United States of America's versions of the SAS and the SBS? What names have been given to the United States of America's versions of the SAS and the SBS? 1 point for each again. Okay, next question then, question 13 is true or false. It is against the law to call a political party none of the above, as it's feared they would win too many votes. True or false, it is against the law to call a political party none of the above, as it was feared it would win too many votes. Question 14 now. Question 14 is for 3 more points. The eye, the toe, and the tongue of which creatures went into the hell broth potion that was made by the 3 witches in Macbeth? So these are 3 different creatures, so 1 point for each. The eye, the toe, and the tongue of which creatures went into the hell's broth potion that was made by the 3 witches in Macbeth. Or if you're superstitious, in the Scottish play. Just reminds me of that Blackadder episode. It's very funny. All right, your final question then. Question 15. Todd Sloan, Desmond Tutu, and Emma Freud lent their names to which words in Cockney rhyming slang? I don't think they had a say in it, to be honest, but you know what I mean. Todd Sloan, Desmond Tutu, and Emma Freud lent their names to which words in Cockney rhyming slang? It's the surnames that are the helpful part if you're not sure. I'll give you that much of a hint. Okay, so let me know now if you want any questions repeated, because that is the end of this round, and then we will do, as with before, the answers to the questions, followed by the answers to the countdown conundrum. So do be finishing off those guesses now. And let's see if you want any questions repeated. I'll gladly do some for you. When I do that, it just gives people a bit more thinking time. Another thing to say, while I give you a bit of thinking time, you know I like to waffle on in between rounds and whatnot, is that there is that link in the description. If you're interested in following me anywhere else on social media, please do use that link. And just tap on the social media icons you see when you do that, because that's what will take you to all those places. And there are more popping up all the time, and I am thinking of stepping away from some of them and and continuing with some of the new ones instead. I haven't fully decided yet, but yeah, I am definitely thinking of stepping away from one or two of them and focusing on the more newer, exciting ones that are coming up. Because it's an ever-shifting landscape, the world of social media, despite things like Facebook seemingly going on forever, which I'm grateful for because it gives me this platform and I can talk to you all and have fun with it. But there are others which are also exciting. All right, well, I've waffled on and there's been no requests for repeats in our live viewers. So let's go through them and see how well you did again, shall we? Question number 1. Which term derived from a food that was used to describe the thick fogs that used to occur in London? It's a real pea souper. Pea soup. Either a pea soup or pea soup, give yourself a point. Question 2. Sag, aloo and gobi are spinach, potato and cauliflower. 1 point for each. And again for question 3, another 3 points here. TLDR is too long, didn't read. Definitely use that a lot. OOO is out of office. That's a good one if you can say that. And NRN is no reply necessary. I've never used that. Mind you, a lot of the things we do these days is over chat and various different chat apps. Don't really send that many emails anymore, believe it or not. Not in my line of work anyway, unless it's a meeting invitation invite. Other than that, very rarely send emails. Okay, question 4. Who makes every flavour beans? This is from the Harry Potter books. It's Bertie Bott. Maybe in the films as well, but I wouldn't know that. I've not seen or read any of them. But it's from the Harry Potter books at least. Question 5. Spell the word pneumonia correctly. It is PNEUMONIA. I'll pop it in the chat. I'm sure you got it right, but there it is anyway. Question 6. Which artist worked out of The Factory in New York City? That is Andy Warhol. Question 7. Which properties are either side of Go to Jail on a UK Monopoly board? That's Piccadilly and Regent Street for 2 points. Question 8. The Boeing AH-64 helicopter is named after which Native Americans? That is Apache. An Apache helicopter. Question 9. What does the acronym LSD stand for in the motoring world? For 3 points again, limited slip differential. Question 10. Which fictional character could have the following shopping list? Vodka, dry vermouth or gin, olives and a cocktail shaker. It is, of course, James Bond. Vodka martini, not... I get my spirits mixed up. Dry vermouth martini, it would be the correct term he'd say. Vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. They have olives in as well, of course. So James Bond is the answer. Yeah, so that was one of the questions from that round we did. Handed it out. Everybody seemed to really like it. We did, I think there was like 15 or 20 of them. And you got like 3 items. And you have to work it all out. Pretty interesting. Something different. Question 11. Which Indian city is home to the Bollywood film industry? It is Mumbai. Question 12. What names are given to the USA's version of the SAS and the SBS? It is the Navy SEALs and Delta Force. Question 13. True or false? It's against the law to call a political party none of the above, as it was feared it could win too many votes. That is true. You cannot do that not necessarily because it was feared they win too many votes, but it is strongly connected to that idea at least. But yeah, it is true. You can't do that. It is against the law. Question 14. The eye, the toe, and the tongue of which creatures went into the hell broth potion in Macbeth by the 3 witches? They say eye of newt, toe of frog, and tongue of dog. So newt, frog, and dog for 3 points. Question 15. Todd Sloan, Desmond Tutu, and Emma Freud lent their names to which words in Cockney rhyming slang? Todd Sloan is alone. Desmond Tutu, a 2-2, is a second class degree. And Emma Freud, hemorrhoids. So Sloan alone, 2-2, second class degree, and hemorrhoids for Emma Freud. 3 more points there for that one. Let's see what the Countdown Conundrum answer was this time, shall we? It is blossomed. 2 points if you got that one correct. Tally up those scores, and let's see how well you did before we go on to round 3, which is your one-word movies round. And yeah, just checking again the notifications. Excellent. Right, okay. Let's see how you did, guys. Let me know. Put your scores in the chat, please. Round number 3 will be the one-word movies. When we get on to catchphrases, I think they're quite tricky ones tonight. Normally, when I do the research for them and I pick the ones I'm going to use, I'm normally pretty good. I can work them out quite quickly. It's my kind of trivia, that is. But yeah, a couple of these ones, I was like, what? And then, of course, you see the answer and I'm like, ah. I got one of them, but the other two, a bit trickier for me. Okay, some scores coming in then. Jody says 10 plus the 2 points there for the conundrum. Well done. The Donut's got 16 points and got the conundrum. Geraldine, 11 plus 2 also. Roy says, Roy and Deirdre there, 12 plus 2. Another good score. Okay, anybody else going to put their scores in? Catherine and Tony say 17 and 2 for the conundrum. Tony is gutted that he got the Monopoly question wrong. No. Oh, not so good this time from Andy. Got 13, he says. That's all right. You are welcome. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Andy, if you're leaving us now. The next round will be those one-word movie titles, so let's see how you get on with that one then, and we'll do the same again with the Countdown Conundrum as well. So, let's bring the conundrum in. Right there. Oh, it's got a Q in it, this one. Might make it a little bit trickier. Or not, because the chances are a couple of teams might have worked out already, because I know you guys like these. We'll see. Goodbye, Andy. Thank you for joining us, mate. See you soon. Here we go then. 15 more questions for the last time this evening with these question rounds. It is one-word movie titles. Question number 1. Which one-word movie title character's real name is Wade Wilson? Which one-word movie title character's real name is Wade Wilson? That is question number 1. Question 2. In which one-word Disney films, one-word titled Disney films, could you meet Rapunzel, Maui, and Merida for the first time? At least one of those characters has appeared in more than one film. So in which one-word Disney films could you meet for the first time Rapunzel, Maui, and Merida? Three points then for that one. Question 3. In which one-word movie title did James Cameron earn an Oscar? In which one-word movie title did James Cameron earn an Oscar? Question 4. Which one-word movies saw Dustin Hoffman and John Travolta play women? 1 point for each, 2 very different films. Which one-word movies saw Dustin Hoffman and John Travolta play women? Okay then, your next question. Which one-word movie title won the 2020 Academy Award for Best Picture? It was directed by Bong Joon-ho. It was actually a South Korean film, but it managed to win the Oscar for Best Picture. Question number 6 now. Which two one-word movie titles see Ben Stiller feature with Will Ferrell? Which two one-word movie titles see Ben Stiller feature with Will Ferrell? Right, your next question is question number 7. Which one-word movie title was based on a book written by Roald Dahl? Which one-word movie title was based on a book written by Roald Dahl? Question number 8 now. Robin Williams, Mel Gibson, and Owen Wilson starred in which one-word animated movie titles, films for Disney? Robin Williams, Mel Gibson, and Owen Wilson starred in which one-word animated movie titles for Disney? Question number 9. Which two one-word movie titles with a city in their name were directed by Steven Spielberg? Which two one-word movie titles with a city in their name were directed by Steven Spielberg? I heard an interesting fact that might pop up in a quiz in the future about Steven Spielberg. After God, Steven Spielberg is the most thanked person, I suppose you could say, at the Oscars. People have thanked Steven Spielberg more than anybody else in the history of the Oscars, apart from God. There you go. Question number 10. Which one-word horror movie title introduces us to the murderers named Pennywise, Norman Bates, and Michael Myers? For 3 points, which one-word horror movie titles introduce us to murderers named Pennywise, Norman Bates, and Michael Myers? All right, the next question is question 11. Which one-word movie titles earned Kathy Bates and Whoopi Goldberg an acting Oscar? Which one-word movie titles earned Kathy Bates and Whoopi Goldberg an acting Oscar for 2 points? It is 1 point for each again. Question 12 now for 2 more points. Which were the first two one-word animated movie titles released by Disney? Which were the first two one-word animated movie titles released by Disney? Question 13 now. Which one-word movie starred Michael Caine in 1966 and then Jude Law in the remake of 2004? Which one-word movie starred Michael Caine in 1966 and Jude Law in 2004? Okay, the next question is question 14. In which one-word movie titles could you first meet Ellen Ripley, Tony Montana, and Ken Carson? In which one-word movie titles could you first meet Ellen Ripley, Tony Montana, and Ken Carson? So that's Ellen Ripley, Tony Montana, and Ken Carson for question 14. Get ready to let me know what questions you want repeated, if there are any for this round. Question 15. Which three one-word movie titles earned Jamie Foxx, Robert Downey Jr., and Joaquin Phoenix their acting Oscars? Which three one-word movie titles earned Jamie Foxx, Robert Downey Jr., and Joaquin Phoenix their acting Oscars? So, yes, let me know if there's any questions you want repeated, as always. And Countdown Conundrum, your time's running out. If you haven't guessed that one, have a look, see if you can get that one correct for 2 bonus points. If you haven't used the bonus points yet from Rue's question at the start of the quiz, then this is the last time to do that. So add them on if you haven't already. And then we'll get on with our game shows round tonight. We've got a Family Fortunes question again, and then 3 catchphrases. Okay, 15 again. Thank you, Sue and the Donuts. Question 15 for you. Which 3 one-word movie titles earned Jamie Foxx, Robert Downey Jr., and Joaquin Phoenix an acting Oscar? All right, let's go through the answers for this round then. Question number 1. Which one-word movie title character's real name is Wade Wilson? That is Marvel's Deadpool. Oh, Millie's just back in the comments. I did wonder. She had to make a call. Oh, that's all right. Never mind. I'm still here. You're just in time for game show rounds. So, question 1, it was Deadpool. Question 2, in which one-word Disney films could you meet Rapunzel, Maui, and Merida? That is Tangled, Moana, and Brave. I mean, there's a sequel to Moana, but of course, as soon as you add a 2 on the end, it's no longer a one-word movie title. So, yeah, Moana is obviously still the correct answer. Question 3, the James Cameron Oscar-winning movie with a one-word movie title, that is Titanic. Question 4, which one-word movies saw Dustin Hoffman, John Travolta play women Tootsie for Dustin Hoffman and Hairspray for John Travolta? Question 5, which one-word movie title, directed by Bong Joon-ho, won the 2020 Academy Award for Best Picture, is called Parasite? Question 6, which 2 one-word movie titles see Ben Stiller feature with Will Ferrell? It is Zoolander and Megamind. Question 7, which one-word movie title was based on a book written by Roald Dahl? That was Matilda. Question 8, Robin Williams, Mel Gibson, and Owen Wilson starred in which one-word animated movie titles for Disney? Robin Williams is from Aladdin, Mel Gibson was in Pocahontas, and Owen Wilson was in Cars. Question 9. Which two one-word movie titles with a city in their name were directed by Steven Spielberg? It is Munich and Lincoln. Question 10. Which one-word horror movie titles introduce us to the murderers named Pennywise, Norman Bates, and Michael Myers? It is It, Psycho, and Halloween. Question 11. Which one-word movie titles earned Kathy Bates and Whoopi Goldberg an acting Oscar? I've been watching Kathy Bates in the new Matlock series. I don't know if anybody's watching it. If you've got Sky, you can watch Matlock. It is brilliant. Brilliant series. They've done a great job with it. Kathy Bates, though, won the acting Oscar for Misery, and Whoopi Goldberg won for Ghost. Question 12. Which were the first two one-word animated movie titles released by Disney? It is Pinocchio and Fantasia. Question 13. Which one-word movie starred Michael Caine in 1966 and Jude Law in 2004 in the remake It's Alfie? Question 14. Which one-word movie titles could you first meet Ellen Ripley, Tony Montana, and Ken Carson? Ellen Ripley is from Alien. Tony Montana is from Scarface, and Ken Carson from Barbie. Barbie and Ken, there you go. Question 15. Which three one-word movie titles earned Jamie Foxx, Robert Downey Jr. and Joaquin Phoenix an acting Oscar? Jamie Foxx won for Ray, Robert Downey Jr. won for Oppenheimer, and Joaquin Phoenix won for Joker, which is hilarious when you think that the sequel came out not so long ago, with Lady Gaga in it as well, and it's one of the worst films ever. Everybody hated it. But he won an Oscar for the first one. There you go. Okay, the answer for your final countdown conundrum is Conqueror. Have any of you conquered that round, I wonder? Let me know. How many points did you get? And then we'll go on to Family Fortunes, I think. We are pretty much right on time, so that's good. Was there anything else I wanted to tell you about tonight? Oh, merch store-wise, I'll remind you again at the end, but there is a free delivery period coming up, which is the next deal in the Big Quiz Night In merch store. So if there's anything you fancy getting with the Big Quiz Night In logo slapped on it, plenty to choose from. There'll be free delivery in the coming weeks. I've got the dates on the last page for you. 9 for us, says Catherine and Tony. Not our best subject. Oh dear. It's all right. Good effort. Donuts have scored 18 points. They got the conundrum. See, no complaints about the conundrums tonight. They're all normal words. I can't even remember the awful ones we had last week. But still. Millie wants to buy some merch. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. Let me know what you want. We'll sort something out. But yeah, I'll tell you at the end when the free delivery period is. I think if you wanted 15% off, if you really, really wanted to, you can get 15% off until midnight tonight. I wasn't going to bring anything up about it because it's literally tonight at midnight it will expire. So if you wanted to go on and check it tonight, you could get 15% off. You then have to still pay for delivery, but you get 15% off your total bill. But then at the end of the month, almost the end of the month, you get free delivery and no discount on the rest. So it's up to you. But yeah, that is happening. It's just that it finishes at midnight tonight, so it really wasn't worth bringing up. But since you mentioned it, I very much appreciate it. Okay, so Jodie's got 13 plus 2. Roy says 15 for us. Roy and Deirdre, well done. Yes, Geraldine's got 16 plus 2. Great stuff. Right, we know we've lost Andy now as well, so I'm not looking out for his scores. He's disappeared off for the evening. So let's go play Family Fortunes and our survey says... Here it is. We're looking for the top 6. Now, remember, for this round and the next round in Catchphrase, you are all on the same team. So let's see how quickly you can resolve all the answers here. Your question is, 100 people were asked, name a type of ball you could fit in your pocket. Name a type of ball you could fit in your pocket. We need the top 6 answers we're looking for from a survey of 100 people. You need to tell me what you think those most popular answers were, and I'll reveal them as we go. So jump in the comments and let me know. Let's see how quickly we can get through these. Good guesses coming in straight away there. Look at this. Jodie, Sue, both going with golf. We've got tennis. We have ping pong, table tennis ball, I assume you mean there. A squash ball. These are all good guesses. We might be going through this quite quickly. Let's have a look at where these ones appear then, because these are all great guesses. Not that one. We want that one. Top answer. Golf, straight away. And then we've got tennis from Sue. Let's have a look if tennis is there. Tennis is number 3. Ping pong or table tennis. That's number 2. We have got squash. Another good guess there. Squash, is that on the list? That's number 6. Very good. Cricket ball. Is cricket ball there? No, not cricket ball. What other ones do we have? Snooker balls popped up on the list there. So Roy says snooker ball. Is that one of the missing 2? We've got 4 and 5 missing from the list. 4 is a snooker ball. One more to go now. Think, yeah, move away from traditional sports for this one that's missing. I had a feeling this would be quite quick. Baseball. Not there, I'm afraid. No. Think games. Smaller than any of the balls you've mentioned so far. What do we think? A kind of ball you could fit into your pocket. You could probably fit several of these into your pocket. I nearly gave another massive clue, and I was like, no, that's making it too easy. I may as well just told you the answer. Polo ball. Was it a polo ball? No. Jodie and Sue are saying marbles. Yes, Roy's saying marbles now as well. Marbles. Yes, a marble. You could definitely fit a marble into your pocket. Even the larger marbles you could. I nearly said, think of the kind of balls you wouldn't want to lose. But that could have been 2 different answers. And marbles would be very obviously one of the 2. So we'll leave it at that, shall we? Oh, we have a laugh. All right, or at least I do. I hope you do as well sometimes. Okay, good one, team. You did that very quickly. So name a type of ball you could fit in your pocket. 100 people surveyed. The top answers were squash, marble, snooker, tennis, table tennis or ping pong. And the top answer of them all was a golf ball. And we're on to catchphrase now. So let me just move the chat out the way. And let's get our wheel up, shall we? There we go. Now, with this one then, as always, I'll ask you questions. If you get a question right in the chat, I will then reveal a square one at a time in accordance with how the wheel picks them. And then you can guess as often as you need to work out what you think the catchphrase image is behind that board. So those watching live already know this all too well. That's really for the benefit of any new watchers. Anybody perhaps maybe watching on YouTube, because I am posting videos there too. If you are, please do interact with the video. Give me some engagement. That'd be appreciated. Love to know you're watching. So here we go then. Your first question then is, David Jason played which TV detective? David Jason played which TV detective? Let's spin the wheel. I'm sure one of you will guess it right in the comments any moment now. And we will be removing number 9. Okay, number 9 is going to be going. But let me know in the chat. Yes, there we go. Frost. Very good, everybody. Jack Frost. I always remember in one of the early episodes, I saw it must have been a trailer I saw for it. And he knocks at the door, and the kid answers, and he says, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Jack Frost." The kid's like, no, you're not. I don't know why. Silly little things like that. They just stick with me. No, you're not. Right, there you go. There's a first glimpse. It's really not giving you anything, is it? Next question. Which shot in golf is 1 under par of a hole? Which shot in golf is 1 under par of a hole? Let's spin the wheel while your guesses come in. Which one are we removing next? Oh, number 6. Might be a little bit more helpful, that one. Number 6. What is 1 under par called in golf? 6 is the one we'll be removing. We'll just see if any of the live viewers can guess that. There we go. Yes, it is a birdie. Very good. Let's remove number 6. Well done, team. Not quite. Maybe. Question 3 then for you. Which planet is known as the red planet? Spinning that wheel again. Which planet is known as the red planet? Number 5 is going to be next. This one might be a lot more helpful. But jump in the chat, have a guess. I'm sure you know. You are a clever bunch, my regular viewers. Yes, of course, it is Mars. Let's remove that one. Yeah, everybody's got that one right. Okay, that's giving you a lot more help. A lot more help. Question 4. What is the capital city of Canada? What is the capital city of Canada? Spin the wheel again. Once you got this question right, we will be removing, and you can have a guess, remember, at any time, if you think you know what it is. Number 1 will be going next. I mean, you've really got the base of it there. There's not much more you're going to see. Okay, connecting his thoughts is good, but it's not right. Gathering your thoughts, though. Sue and the Donuts, that's it. It's gather. I mean, you're so close. You're basically all on the right lines. And yes, I can tell you that Ottawa is indeed the capital of Canada. So let me reveal the rest of the image so you can see what the whole picture looks like. Very well done. The correct answer that I needed to see, really, was gathering your thoughts, which Jodie's got as well there now. But yeah, collecting or gathering your thoughts, that's the key part. Well done. All right, so I'll reset the board, and I will, as I always do, because you did get Ottawa right and it was guessed at the same time. So let me load up the next one, and I will remove number 1 from this one instead. So let's turn the sound back on. There we go. So you're on to this new catchphrase now. That one's not helping you, is it? Okay, so let's close that down. And we want to go to the next wheel. Refresh, refresh. No. Oh, never mind. Right, we'll have to open up another one. Bear with. What do we want? We want that one. There we go. All right. I've removed one already. If it comes up again, I'll just spin the wheel once more. It's a bit easier that way. Oh, that's a coincidence. What's it going to go on to? Is it going to go? Is it? Is it? Is it? It is as well. Look at that. I meant that. Played that all along. All right, so the next question is, Manchester City signed Erling Haaland from which football club? You can give me their short name or the full name, depending on how quickly you can type it in. Let's spin and see what we're going to be removing. Oh, yes, okay, that was a typo for collecting. Oh, thank you, Millie, for clarifying that. Yeah, sometimes like, it's predictive text, isn't it? It just goes, yeah, you meant to say this, though, didn't you? And you're like, no, that's not what I meant at all. Number 7, we're going to be removing. As soon as somebody gets this right, Manchester City, they signed Erling Haaland from which football club? It's a good guess, but it's not Munich. It's one of those other big German clubs, and Borussia Dortmund. Well done. Borussia Dortmund is the correct answer. Roy and Sue, and your team. Okay, we have removed number 7. A little bit more help with this one, but not too much. Your next question, which is the Earth's largest ocean? Which is the Earth's largest ocean? Let's spin the wheel. Number 5. Okay, number 5 we're going to be removing. We're looking for the world's largest ocean. Roy's gone with Pacific. Tony says Atlantic. Oh, Jungle Run's an interesting guess based on what you could see there for the catchphrase. It's good, but it's not right, I'm afraid. Pacific, though. Roy said it. Pacific. Sue's also said that. It's not the Atlantic. It is the Pacific. Let's remove number 5. There we go. You kind of got what you need now. It is a tricky one. The next one we're going to be removing, based off of the answer to this question, which is the world's smallest nation by land area? And we will remove number 8. Now that will give you a lot more, but really not a massive amount more than what you need. So, yes, that is the question. Which is the world's smallest nation by land area? And yes, it is a nation in its own right. Oh, let's have a look. We have had some guesses in. Anybody want to have a guess at the question, though, as well? Lucky Dip and Lucky Charm have been guessed. You're not quite right there. Run of Luck, no. I suppose, yeah. It could be either or, you know. I think I might double check. Because there's a possibility here that I could give you that one. Vatican City is the correct answer, though. Let's remove number 8. Keep the guesses coming in. Let's just have a quick look at what it says in my guide here. It's... Yeah, it is that. Yeah. I'm going to give you that one. All right, Lucky Dip. We'll go with Lucky Dip. I've also got Sheep Dip, but then where's the luck come into it? Because it's got lucky all over it, right? So it's a sheep dip, but with the lucky charms and all the lucky things over it. I will give you that. We're going to go on to the next one, and I'll give you... I'll spin a wheel for the removal of the first square for catchphrase number 3, I think. Very well done. Let me just remove the rest so you can see the full picture. You did get the main gist of it, though, of course. And number 9, there you go. He's having a good time, isn't he? He's far too happy. All right, so reset the board. Lucky Dip, well done. Who was it that said it first? Let me just give credit where it's due. Catherine. Yes, Catherine and Tony, well done. Lucky Dip is the correct answer. Now, this last one, I think this will be over very, very quickly. But we want to make sure that the wheel is reset properly. So we'll open it up again, because it doesn't like it tonight. There we go. And we're going to remove one straight away because you got Vatican City right there, Roy. And that's going to be number... Is it going to go to 4? Oh, just over the line. Right, number 4 looks like this. Interesting. Okay. Your next question then is, what is the chemical symbol for lead? What is the chemical symbol for lead? Put that in the comments. We have removed number 4. Obviously, if you think you can have a guess now what the answer is, feel free. But we need to know. Yes, the chemical symbol for lead. Let's spin the wheel. PB is the correct answer. Tony, Catherine, and Roy all commenting there successfully. Well done. We're looking at number 5 now, I think that's going to go to. Yes, number 5. Okay. Oh. More has been revealed that is helpful to you. These are very helpful things that have been revealed so far. Okay, your next question then. Which song by Kate Bush is a book written by Emily Bronte? Which song by Kate Bush is a book written by Emily Bronte? Get your yeses in the comments, and number 6 will be revealed. We're going to go 3 in a row here. It's not Pirates of the Caribbean. The catchphrase is not Pirates of the Caribbean. Good, but it's not right, as they say. Wuthering Heights is the song, so there you go. Yes, well done. Wuthering Heights. My wife will tell you it's my absolute favourite. I will tell you it's my least favourite. Pretty much of all time. It's just, hey, it's all subjective, okay? If you like it, fine. What is the national flower of Japan? That's your next question. To remove another square, what is the national flower of Japan? Pirate Records is good, but it's not right. You are edging ever closer to the answer, though. It's not Pirate Records. I could see why you'd think that, but it's not. Pirate Copies is incorrect as well. Not Pirate Radio either. Good guesses. You keep going, though. Keep going. Blossom has been guessed by Millie there. Blossom, it is a specific kind of blossom. But I'm going to spin the wheel anyway. If anybody else wants to put it in, they can. But not lotus, not lily. It is a special kind of blossom known as the cherry blossom. But blossom, I'll give you that. Number 7 we're going to be removing now. This might be what you need. Certainly something along the bottom row will help you. Have a look. Get a bit closer to the screen if you have to, because the answers are there. Bootleg Records is good, all right. Yes, Cherry Blossom's coming in now into the chat. Very good, guys. Cherry Blossom's correct. I gave it to you for Blossom anyway, though. It's the same thing, isn't it? There's just different kinds of blossom. Okay, the next question, if we need it, I'm sure somebody will say the right answer in a mo. But next question, tequila originated in which country? Tequila originated in which country? So have a guess for that one, or see if you can work out. It's not pirate videos. It's not pirate discs. What kind of discs are they? I know they are discs. They do look like, and they are discs, but what kind of discs are they? That's what you're missing. It's a very specific kind that was rife with those who like to pirate these things. I would never partake in such a thing, of course. But what kind of discs are they? Mexico is the correct answer. We're going to remove number 2. Tequila is from Mexico. I love a tequila. One of my favourites. Always drink responsibly, though, of course. All right, I'm going to ask another question. Your next question. Who won the FIFA World Cup in 2018? Oh, Pirate CDs have been guessed. That's incorrect. But Geraldine has said Pirate DVD. That's what I was looking for. Those are films there. Let me reveal the rest of the board for you. If you want to guess at the other question, feel free. But there you go. Let's see. They're DVD cases and there are DVDs, the discs themselves next to the Pirate. And it says movies at the bottom there, see? Movies for £5 or something like that. And yes, it was France. Well done, Roy. They did win in 2018. That's the correct answer there too. Wow, there we go, guys. That wraps everything up quite nicely. You did well with those in the end. And we'll go to our final page. And so, yes, the 20th to the 25th of March. I've set this new ticker reminder thing up here for any other messages like I used to. Back in the old days of the quiz, when I first started doing this animation, I remember having a little ticker across the top or anywhere is a good reminder for me, just as much as you, of things to remind you of before we say goodbye. So, free delivery from the 20th to the 25th of March, but if you're quick, there is 15% off everything right now until midnight. So you got to be quick if you want to order for 15% off, or you can just get free delivery in that time period at the end of the month, 20th to the 25th, for any merch. But other than that, thank you very much for rocking up for the quiz tonight, guys. Really great to spend the evening with you. We are now out of time, and I will be back next week. We've got another one, I believe. Let me just check my diary. Yes, so next week it'll be the last Facebook Live of the month, and then we will be back to Patreon again on the 25th. So let me know if you want to be involved in that. If you're not already a Patreon supporter, we have a lot of fun. I don't know what we're going to do again. I never plan these things until the last minute, unless it's a brand new thing. Oh, there you go. Millie's on the ball as well. The 20th of April will be our next meetup. If you haven't booked yet, a place to stay if you need it, and if you want to come, let me know, because I have got a table booked. I don't know if I said this before. I did book it when we first agreed it, and I just forgot that I booked it, but it was booked. So yes, that's in April though, so that is going to be the bank holiday weekend, isn't it? Bank holiday Sunday. Really good. Glad you enjoyed it, guys. As always, really appreciate all the support, all your engagements, whatever it is you do. Just being here and watching along, especially live, is fantastic that I get to do this and spend this evening with you. It's been a pleasure as always. So take care, everybody. Stay safe. I will see you all same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.